So we're almost there. I mean, what I mean is the end of this lecture. And we'll just have a quick look at what happens in the Indian Ocean. And look at that. That makes you freak out. Okay, you're freaking out now because it looks so chaotic. Okay, but what you have in the Indian Ocean is you have a seasonal change of the winds. Okay, so you have a northeast monsoon and you have a southwest monsoon. Okay. And because of that, you get a seasonal change in the surface circulation, the wind-driven surface circulation in the ocean, okay, in the Indian Ocean. Not south of the equator. South of the equator is actually pretty robust. You know, you get the western boundary current, you get an East Madagascar current, and a current which is known as the Agulhas current. So, but north of the equator, it changes seasonally. So, in order to understand that, is you actually have a time which is northern hemisphere winter. So January, it starts out in the top left, which is very similar to the other oceans. You have trade winds near the equator. So what you get in that situation is similar to the other oceans. So like in March, you can see here, in March, you have something like, which looks like a subtropical gyre, okay, north of the equator. You also get a countercurrent near the equator, by the way. It's actually located in here in the south of the equator. Anyway, but now what happens during the southwest monsoon, this is the rain season for the Asian continent, is instead of having a subtropical gyre, you actually get a gyre that is centered over the equator. It's shown up here in July, okay, in July and September. And you create a western boundary current which actually runs across the equator, which is called the Somali current. Okay, you get a pretty special features, and then towards the end of the year, it reverses back to the other situation. So if you know your grandma wants to go with her paddle boat into the Indian Ocean, it is quite tricky. So you have to really plan wisely, plan your route ahead. Otherwise, you can get trapped. Okay, you can really get lost in the Indian Ocean. There are seasonal changes of the wind-driven circulation in the Indian Ocean. Indeed, you have Ekman layers, you have geostrophic flow, everything the same, but it changes on a month-to-month basis. All right.